on the program, and I will send you a sample, Jake, if you're listening, or anybody out there listening, if you have any kind of burn, sunburn issues or radiation burn issues. I've got a neat topical vitamin C product that I'll send you out. Send an email to ben@ksco.com and put your phone number and your address, and I'll get in touch with you, and I'll take care of that for you. And then if you want to buy any, we can tell you how you can purchase that as well. Thank you for writing, Jake. Okay, we're talking, phone number, by the way, 855-660-4261. We'll get your calls here in our next segment. We're talking about arginine and cholesterol processing. We've been talking about, I love this stuff. We've been talking about arginine now for a couple of, probably 6 weeks or so. I just love this amino acid. I call it super amino acid. You can think of arginine as a major sugar processing amino acid, major building amino acid, major repair amino acid for any kind of skin wounding or post-surgical healing. Arginine is spectacular. It's used to treat burns. It's used to treat burns topically, diabetic ulcers. It's just a absolutely fantastic multifunctional amino acid, and it's also a great way, using it as a great way to help lower your blood cholesterol. You could think of arginine as just another example of a natural, nutritional, non-toxic statin drug, no side effects, ridiculously inexpensive considering how beneficial it is, how multifunctional it is, and of course you don't need to go to the doctor to get it. You don't need to go to the pharmacy to get it. You don't need to wait in line anywhere, bill your insurance company to get it. It's a natural, nutritional statin drug and a natural, nutritional, non-toxic, youth-promoting, wound-healing, anti-aging statin drug. How do you like that? You take a statin drug, you got to go have your liver tested to see if it's not dying. You take arginine for the same reason, and it helps your liver. That's what nutrition does for you. You don't need to go to the doctor. You don't need a prescription. And it's multifunctional, and it's multi-beneficial. And it's great for your liver. It doesn't tox out your liver like statin drugs do. There's an article that just came out a couple months ago, I believe, from Hanover Medical School in Germany. I'm not sure when this came out. Arginine was shown to be even more effective than statin drugs for lowering cholesterol. In another study, this one in the Journal of Nutrition Research, in the journal called Nutrition Research, arginine supplementation allowed patients to use less or a lower dose of statin drugs to achieve the same cholesterol-lowering effects as statins. Essentially, arginine enhanced the processing effects, the way the body processes cholesterol and the way the body processes triglycerides, and it enhanced the fat processing and cholesterol processing effects of statin drugs, which basically means if you're on a statin drug and you start supplementing with arginine, you may be able to wean yourself off of, or at least lower your dose of, statin drugs. I recommend about 1 to 5 grams a day of arginine. You get arginine powder. It tastes really bad. All those nitrogens, remember arginine's got 4 nitrogens. That's what makes it super amino acid. It's got 4 workhorse elements, and those 4 nitrogens make it really, really taste bad. Nitrogen is alkaline and doesn't have a very good taste. And so when you're doing your arginine, you can either put it in a smoothie, kind of cover up. That's what I do. I put it in my smoothie and cover up the taste a little bit. I wouldn't drink it straight, though. If you're going to do the powder, you can always do the capsules as well. Okay, so, and by the way, this is another really interesting effect of nutritional supplementation for you guys who are on drugs, especially mental health drugs like Paxil or serotonin uptake inhibitors, antidepressants, etc. One of the important and underappreciated effects or benefits of nutritional supplements is they help your drugs work better. So even if you're on a drug, there's a reason to use nutritional supplements. Even if you don't want to go off your drug, there's a reason to use nutritional supplements. Even if your doctor told you, no, you can't go off of this beta blocker, calcium channel blocker, you're going to have a heart attack if you go off the statin drug. Well, stay on your drugs, but the nutritional supplements will reduce your risks of side effects, reduce your risks of toxicity, and they'll help your drugs work better. So for you guys out there, if you're on multiple prescriptions or even just one long-term prescription, and you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm just going to go the medical route. Well, you can go the medical route, but if you add the Healthy Start Pack to your drugs, they'll help your medicines work better, and you'll reduce your risk of immediate side effects, and you'll reduce your risks of long-term side effects. If you're on a statin drug and you're afraid to go off your Mevacor, Lipitor, whatever it is, add a gram or 2 of arginine to your daily pharmaceutical dose, throw in some chromium, throw in some vanadium, take the sweeties, add in the Healthy Start Pack. All of that's going to help stabilize their cholesterol production, and It'll also reduce your risks of liver disease, muscle disease, brain problems, all associated with statin drugs. And don't forget niacin. Love niacin, no matter what the New England Journal of Medicine tells you. Don't forget your niacin if you're interested in supporting blood fats and cholesterol. There's two major forms of niacin. Niacin goes by the technical name vitamin B3. There's two major forms of it. Both of them are important. There's niacin, plain old niacin. That's going to cause, sometimes anyway, that'll get you what's called a niacin flush. Some people don't like that, so there's a second non-flush form. That's called niacinamide. And they both are important. They'll both give you multiple benefits. Arginine will also give you liver protection. It's one of the most important of the detoxification amino acids. You can add detoxification to the long list of important processes in the body that depend on arginine. So you got blood fats, blood cholesterol, sugar metabolism, bodybuilding, wound healing, and you can add in detoxification and support for the liver. And as I said earlier, arginine can actually be used to treat, and it is actually used to treat acute liver injury. That means liver injury from Tylenol or from some kind of liver poisoning. Like all amino acids, arginine comes out of foods. It's extracted out of your foods, and it enters into the blood, and then it goes through the liver. And arginine is crazy, crazy, crazy important for the liver. There's dozens of articles and studies that demonstrate arginine's effectiveness for liver health. Not just for acute liver injury, but for long-term liver health issues. If you have hepatitis or you're dealing with NAFLD, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, think arginine. Again, 1 to 2 grams a day is a great place to be. Personally, I take 5 grams a day. Arginine is it's super amino acid. It is our primary growth, repair, anti-aging, hormone-supporting, hormone-loving, life-giving amino acids. It's all about that nitrogen, folks. Most amino acids are going to give you 1 or 2 nitrogen chunks. A couple have 3 nitrogen chunks, but arginine has 4 nitrogen chunks. It's got 4 times, in terms of atoms anyway, it's got 4 times as much nitrogen as any other amino acid, which makes it the primary building, working amino acid. Especially for growth, especially for repair, especially for anti-aging, and especially for all degenerative disease processes. And it's difficult to get enough arginine from food. Spinach is a good source of arginine. Dense protein foods, seafood, fish can be a good source of arginine. Nuts are a good source of arginine as well. But you're not really going to get as much arginine as you need from just eating meals, which is why it's probably a good idea to supplement. And then there's a really important relationship between the skin and arginine, especially if you've been burnt, or as I said earlier, from post-surgical reasons, and we'll talk about that on our next Bright Side episode. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. Got a line open for you at 855-660-4261. We'll be back after this break with more good health information and your phone calls as well. Don't go away.
This is big! Not just big, it's the Freeze Dry Guy's Giant Factory Authorized Sale. This month, save 30 to 45% off on number 10 cans of high-quality Mountain House freeze-dried foods from the Freeze Dry Guy. Factory fresh stock just arrived, so now is the time to stock up with the finest, best-tasting, longest-proven shelf-life foods in the industry at giant savings of 30 to 45% off. But hurry, supplies are limited to only the stock we have on hand. Call 866-404-3663. Free shipping to the lower 48 states. Click freezedryguy.com or call 866-404-3663. That's freezedryguy.com. Hurry, the Giant Factory Authorized Mountain House Sale is going on now, only from the Freeze Dry Guy, the finest freeze-dried and dehydrated foods available anywhere for long-term storage.
If you need to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, thank you, or simply I'm thinking of you, ProFlowers.com is the key. ProFlowers has stunning bouquets, like the best-selling 100 blooms for $19.99. Plus, ProFlowers will include a glass vase for free. Sending someone a wonderful surprise of beautiful flowers sent fresh from the field is easy. Choose the bouquet you like, pick the delivery date, and each order is 100% guaranteed. Plus, all bouquets from ProFlowers are guaranteed to last at least 7 full days. Beautiful, fragrant flowers, picked fresh and sent to your loved one for lasting enjoyment. To get this incredible savings and send someone 100 gorgeous blooms with a free vase for $19.99, go to ProFlowers.com. Click the blue microphone in the top right corner and enter code PLOW. That's proflowers.com. Click the mic and enter code PLOW.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average over 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Moms of America, stand up and stop taking abuse from your kids.
I pledge never to let my kid disrespect me ever again.
I pledge to stop letting my daughter walk all over me.
I pledge to stop living in fear of my son's anger.
I pledge never to feel like a bad parent ever again. Because I'm not.
I pledge to stop letting my child's behavior control my home.
I pledge to be a mom with kids who listen. A total transformation mom.
I'm Janet Lehman, co-creator of the Total Transformation Program. We created the Total Transformation to help parents with difficult child behavior. Now I'm giving it away free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. We'll let you keep it for free.
Call 1-800-256-7795. That's 1-800-256-7795. Call now. Call 1-800-256-7795. That's 1-800-256-7795. UnseenNow.com, proud sponsor of GCN. Unseen Now's unparalleled encryption tools keep your communications secure. GCN.
Okay, we are back on the bright side. Jacqueline writes, "Hi, Ben. I want to start this message by thanking you for your show and how listening to your advice has cleared up my acne for good." I hear this all the time, and it has nothing to do with me, you guys. This is just how the body works. Give it the good stuff, breathe it, remove the toxicity, and that's pretty much all you need to do if you're dealing with acne or atherosclerosis or cancer or autoimmunity or anything else. Jacqueline continues, "I spoke with you on the phone about a year ago. You explained exactly what I had to do. However, it took me a while to put it all together. I know you're busy, but I would really like to talk to you so I can understand what's happening in my body. I'm seriously thinking about starting a blog about my journey to health and with your advice and using the longevity products. Thanks, and looking forward to speaking to you again." Thank you, Jacqueline. I appreciate that you wrote that. And she headlines her, or she puts in the subject on her note, "Cystic acne gone." I don't know, how many of you guys have cystic acne or have kids who have cystic acne or had cystic acne or friends who have it, but it's just miserable, miserable, miserable. It is one of the most psychologically debilitating conditions anyone can have, especially a child, especially a kid. And the most tragic thing about cystic acne is nobody has to have it. It's a body just screaming for help. That's what cystic acne is. That's what really all disease is. But because cystic acne is on the face, and it affects the appearance and the self-esteem and the psychology of someone, it's a tragedy. It really is, especially